Sorry there, guys. Ran out of a little bit of video, so I have to continue. So with this one, guys, someone gave me the stock, and so I decided to go ahead and just build around this Ruger 1022. I got rid of the old barrel, the tapered black barrel. Installed a 20-inch chrome line barrel on this one. A BSA, I think. Let me see. I think this is a 3-9, which is pretty decent. You can get better scopes, but this one was pretty decent for me. And then I put a extended lever, a trigger group, and a bipod, and that's pretty much just how this one turned out. I would definitely, if you're not looking for accuracy, guys, I would definitely check out just a regular Ruger 1022. But if you want to customize a Ruger 1022 for your liking, for something that you have in your head, you can go on a Pinterest, look at how a lot of people have theirs designed, and kind of give you an idea how you want to set up yours. Mine, this is amazing. This one has a thumb hole stock that makes it super comfortable. The cheek riser is amazing. I'm just gonna lift that up and show you guys on the other side too. That's what it looks like on the other side. I know the video might be a little bit dark, but you should be able to make that out somewhat. So this one is super accurate, man, and I really love it. It has a nice little butt stock with a little rubber pad on the end. And if you don't want to go like with a wood stock like this one, then you can go Hogue. Then I made this one. This one was so accurate, I went ahead and made a second one. So pretty much the same setup. The innards I got from Brownells. I got the receiver, and I bought the charging handle and all that stuff from, I bought it on eBay, and then I ended up buying another 20-inch barrel Hogue stock, which is super. Hogue is kind of like a rubber stock. They make pretty good stock, guys. So if you guys are thinking about something else, this is also a tack driver, guys. So it is pretty amazing. So, and not only that, if you're not into like something like a precision one, then you guys can go ahead and just make a little plinker like this. This one is still pretty accurate. This is another Hogue stock with another Hogue Monte Carlo stock, and this one has just a little compensator on the end. Not that I really need it, but this is just a little plinkster that I just made, and I put a little red dot on it. And this is just for plinking. If I go out in the fields, or if I want to just go and shoot some cans, this one does that job. So the versatility of the 1022 is pretty amazing, guys. If you guys are thinking about getting to a 22 caliber rifle, there's many 22s out there. CZ makes a good bolt action. 452 or 457, I'm not sure. But if you want to go with Ruger, then you can go with guns like the Ruger Charger, which is like a little 10-inch barrel that you can make into just like a little plinkster. But if you want to go precision, man, there's a lot of companies out there that makes very accurate barrel. For me, Ruger's barrel is more than enough to get alpha MOA at 50 yard. That's pretty much MOA for me. Definitely go check out the Ruger 1022, and and then I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. You can customize it. Some 1022s, they can look like AR-15, so they can be like an AR-15 trainer. When you go to the shooting range and you're done shooting your 6.5 Creedmoor, your 308, your 5.56, your 9mm, it's good to just kind of go and plank with these 22 and have some fun. They're relatively cheap to shoot, meaning like a box of 500 can be about 30 bucks, which is unheard of, and you can plink all day. If you're on the prairie or you're on the farm and you just want to do a little rodent cleaning, you can put maybe a thermal on this and clean up the barn. If you have gophers on your farm and you want to get rid of those, this is perfect for the job. If you want to teach your young child how to get into. My apologies, guys. We're back again. Sorry about that. So we had to, interrupt. I ran out of memory. So that's why I'm trying to build up the channel again, so we can get some more equipment, better camera, more memory, so we can do these videos. So where was I now? So like I said, the 1022 is super versatile. There's a lot of companies out there that make custom 1022s. Not really having any on the top of my head right now, but a couple of them are out there that makes pretty good 1022. You can pretty much buy a 1022 that's pretty much accurized already right out the box, but it's always much more fun to just build something, and when you see the accuracy of that firearm, you can say to yourself, you know what, I did that. because with this 1022, I brought it to the range before, and I've had people come up to me and be like, "Hey, are you selling it?" And I'm like, "No, they're offering me like $600-700, almost $1,000 to just give it to them because they've seen how it shoot. I let them shoot it. It feels great. It's just a pretty amazing 1022, and people offered me money. I could probably build one, but because the stock was given to me as a gift, I couldn't really part with it. But I definitely can build more. I don't think I want to build another one like this simply because I already have two with the same barrel and just different look. And I love both of these. These are two tack drivers, but if you guys are ever in the market for a 1022 or a firearm that can shoot pretty accurately, that you can have a lot of fun, definitely looking to customize your own 1022. Obviously, if you have no experience with building these things, then you might have to watch a couple of videos, but they're not that difficult to put together. The action, the trigger, installing the barrel, it's not super difficult. Most things that I do, I've actually taught myself through YouTube, and then I've just been like doing it over a period of time. I get better and better at it. So the versatility of the 1022 is pretty amazing, and like I said, one of the biggest reasons why I love shooting the 1022 and just 22s in general is simply because they're cheap to shoot, they're a lot of fun, everybody can get into it. I can't tell you how many people I've actually taken to the range, and I start them off on a 22, not necessarily these, but maybe a 2245, Ruger Mark IV tactical, or some kind of 22 pistol to start before I get them into 945 shotguns, AR-15, AK, stuff like that. You kind of want to ease them into it. So but then once we finish shooting and you've shot like a couple hundred rounds already, and you kind of want to like easy on the wallet, then the 1022s come in. And then once they start shooting this and seeing how accurate it is, they love this thing, man. So this is definitely something that I think everyone should add to their arsenal. You have a 9mm handgun, you have AK, AR-15, a shotgun, and a 1022 is a must, man. Simply because this helps you to still do that training. So say for instance you have a 1022 that's shaped like that's designed like an AR-15. You can still get that AR-15 training without breaking the bank, without paying 30, 40, 50 cents per round, but you can still get that muscle memory so you can train with something similar to the AR-15 that you're going to use. And not only that, just teaching you proper trigger squeeze, proper breathing, how to keep your eyes focused while you're shooting downrange, multiple shot without even opening your eyes, or not to squint your eyes every time the gun goes off. This mimics a lot of what you're gonna do on a bigger rifle. Most people who shoot precision rifle, they shoot bolt actions. So there's now the 1022 is not known as a bolt action. There's other rifles out there, the CZ 450, 452, 457. You can go with those. You have Savage Arms. They make great 22s that you can use to mimic like a bolt action rifle. But if you're gonna use like an AR-15 or something like that, then or just a semi-automatic a shooting pistol, you want to mimic that, then this teaches you the proper mechanics, or the fundamentals that you need to use to shoot those bigger guns. And like I said, guys, it's a lot of fun. You can go to the range just with a 22 like this, and you can go from 25, 75, 100 yards, or shooting cans, or just shooting at different clays, and have a ton load of fun and not even bring in a bigger caliber. So for me, this is why I think the 1022 is king. I know there's a lot of firearms out there that can do similar things, that can mimic a AR-15, or mimic a Ruger Charger, which is a smaller version of this firearm, but I don't think anybody does it that much better than Ruger. When in terms of magazine capacity, most of these, the original Rugers come with a 10-round magazine, which is the little box mag. Sorry. So if you guys are familiar, you guys know about the Ruger 1022, you guys are familiar with the box mag. They come with a 10-round rotary magazine. Sometimes these can be a little annoying because you kind of have to squeeze them in there. But if you want some better mag, Ruger also sells the 10-rounders. and I think the 25 rounder, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get a rotary mags, the 10 rounders, and you can also get you know, the 20 rounders, which are super well built. They don't really affect your accuracy that much, and I think you can get 25 rounders. So with that said, guys, you know, this is why I think the Ruger 1022 is king. If you guys disagree with me and you guys have some other points that I could have made that, you know, you watch a video and I didn't make, feel free to jump in the comments. And guys, I'm really glad to come back again and do more videos. This is something that I enjoy doing, and I love bringing videos like this. If you guys want me to make another video on anything about the 1022, well, not really putting it together because of YouTube and your guidelines, I can't really put it together. But if you guys want to talk about any accuracy, if you guys want me to take this to the range, shoot it so you guys can see the kind of accuracy it comes with, then feel free to do so. But I would really appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with somebody who's probably looking to get into 22. Maybe they can get some information from this. So with that said, guys, I'm going to end the video there, and I would really appreciate if you like, subscribe, and share the video. And, you know, liking the video, put it out there in the algorithm so I can get my channel more out there. And guys, if you have any questions, just get in the comment, hit me up. Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out. As you guys can see, I'm fumbling back and forth with the equipment. Don't forget that this is your beginning stage. You know, if you guys want to give a monetary donation, that's always welcome. Obviously, to buy more equipment, memory, you know, get lightings better, surroundings, stuff like that. I'm still a young channel, so anything would help. But your viewership and your subscription is plenty. With that said, guys, thank you. Mr. Black Mamba 305 is going to be signing out.